Shorties in the city moving slow. 3500 for the coat. Only real niggas keep you float.
So after all the cooning and buffooning on Twitter, Kanye West has finally dropped his album entitled Ye, 7 tracks, all produced by Kanye. What do you think about it? Fire?
Man, I mean, my opinion on this, I can't just solely base it on the music, because if you know, like, Kanye, like you said, he's been like doing all this like buffooning, all this fuckery, and we didn't even like shed light to that, because it's like, yo, we're gonna, in my opinion, I'm gonna wait till the music comes out, because maybe Ye has like a greater Kanye West has like a greater, what's the word I'm looking for? He has a purpose. Yeah, a greater purpose for why he's doing all this. He's like spread the message, like the reason he like caused like this outrage on Twitter, you know, social media, like even CNN and all these like people, like all these outlets picked it up. And it's like, when I finally listened to the album, see, this is like where my opinion is, like, that's the mindset I'm in going to this album. And when I played that track, the first track about Ye thought about killing himself, I'm like,
premeditated murder.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I mean, okay, that's all I can say. Like, okay, I'm probably like how like half of the people were like, okay, if you're not a Kanye West.
I think he's saying he's bipolar, and he thought about killing himself and killing you, and he loves himself way more than he loves you. So if he would kill himself, he wouldn't think twice about killing you. That's what he is saying. But is it a good track? Not really. But I understand what he's trying to do. On the album cover, he writes, "I hate being bipolar. It's awesome."
Like,
so that's what he's going at for this whole album.
Do you think that's his reasoning, like trying to give like, yo, I get a pass because I'm bipolar, that's why I can have like these crazy freaking bursts?
I mean, I don't think he's saying he gets a pass. He's saying the reason I have these outbursts is because I'm bipolar, which actually I guess that means you should give me a pass. I guess that's subliminally what he's saying, give me a pass because I am bipolar, I'm ill, mentally ill. So I guess that's what he said, but that's up for debate.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, yeah, that is up for debate. But like Kanye, it's like, yo, I don't even know what the next track is. I heard the album, by the way. I heard the album, and it's completely like words, but with nothing behind them. They're just emptiness.
Yeah, this is literally Kanye's least dense lyrical performance ever. There is no meaning. There is little to none meaning, no meaning behind most of the lyrics. The lyrics aren't good in the first place. The rhyming subpar, the rapping subpar. The production, however, is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the highlight. Yeah, the production is amazing. But Kanye West, we're not looking at this album for beats. We're looking for you to actually say something. Did Kanye West just wear a mega hat, support Trump, say slavery was a choice, did all this, and we get an album where he doesn't acknowledge anything?
Yeah, he addressed no actual topics, didn't address Jay-Z. About the MAGA hat, he literally said, I said slavery was a choice, they say houseway. They say how yay, like that's all he said about that. And he just like totally left off the topic. He has a song, Wouldn't Leave, like, that's dedicated to Kim Kardashian for not leaving him when he was wilding out saying slavery was a choice and all that bullshit. So dude, that's the closest he got to addressing anything. His wife wouldn't leave him.
And then we get to
he's happy for her.
And then we get to like Big Boy asking him, I was like, yo, Big Boy recently had an interview while he was in Wyoming, where he asked like, yo, responded to the critics in that TMZ interview. You said it in one of the records. And I'm like, wait, what lyric, what bar did I miss? And then Kanye's like, yeah, smiling like, yeah, you know. And I'm like, no, I don't know. Like, these are the yes men. I'm like, dude, if Big Boy's having an interview one-on-one with them, and he's giving them this bullshit, and like, Big Boy doesn't even hang out with Kanye West. So imagine the people who are in the studio with them, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what Kanye was talking about when he was saying he didn't address anything. He did not address Drake, he didn't address Jay-Z, address the comments, the MAGA hat, the beef, all the beef he was doing. I don't know I don't know what he did on this album. He pretty much just said he was bipolar. The whole point of this album was just a public service announcement that I'm bipolar. That was the whole point of the album.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like, well, you're looking to Kanye West for answers. Like he never like guaranteed he was gonna give us answers. Like no, Pusha T had a tweet where he said our questions we had for Kanye, they're gonna be answered on this album. He didn't answer one thing. Like the closest thing we got to Kanye showing emotion or what's going on in his life is the last record.
Yeah, violent crimes about his daughter. It was a great song.
Yeah, and the part that Nicki wrote, because her voicemail ends at the end, that part is amazing. Like,
yeah, I have no idea why he left the reference track in it. I guess I like to show that I'm above ghostwriting. I don't know why the fuck he left it in.
Yeah, it's like Kanye West, yeah, and like, and again when he was in Wyoming, like he's like, yo, it's just about expressing, it's about love. Kanye West, like, love and all this, you're like trying to preach in this message. You're in Wyoming, that's cool if you're rich, bro, but for the regular person every day, they have to fucking go to work or deal with life. That's not what's going on in the real world, bro. In the real world, you're not connecting. This shit is crazy, and it hurts so much because like Kanye West is the same guy that's like, he did an album Graduation and he had a song called Everything I Am where he like was rapping about like, yo, like he doesn't rap about killing people, he just raps about like fuck, like, dude, that, oh man, he's like your regular rapper. I can't think of the lyric off the top of my head, but like a record like that just showing you how Kanye West is so relatable. And for him to turn out, and Kanye and J. Cole said it best, like a false prophet, because even J. Cole says on False Prophet, at one time this nigga was my idol, and this is what Kanye West was all along. Like you can't be a stan and not see that, bro. Like that shit hurts. And I was watching the Joe Budden podcast. He said Kanye West has been going like on this way. Like what's the guy who got on him, Rhymefest? Rhymefest,
yeah.
Yeah, he said Rhymefest has been preaching this for a couple years now. Like, yo, Kanye is like out of touch, even before asking for the whole money and about Donda. So this was like a known thing in the industry. It just sucks that this is Kanye West in 2018.
So how much you giving the album out of 5?
Like out of 5, I mean, you can probably say like my listen's not the same. I don't know, man. Like that shit is hard to listen to. I fuck with the Nicki verse and I fuck with the Cudi song, but the rest of it's a bunch of emptiness because I was expecting more from Kanye. So if we're going on that, 2 out of 5.
Damn. Man,
what are you reading that one?
Shout out to 070 Shake. She absolutely killed Ghost Town. Ghost Town, by the way, is the best song on this album. But based on the fact that there's actually no lyrics on this, the rapping is so subpar. The production is great. It's only 7 tracks. Like it's literally not that many tracks for you to be having misses. The first track's pretty much a goddamn interlude, so 6 tracks. This might just be like a weak 3 for me. This is easily Kanye's worst album, in my opinion. Easily worse than Yeezus. Actually, I take that back. Yeezus is straight garbage. This is his second worst album. I'm going Yeezus, garbage, this mediocre, and highly disappointing. And that's my review.
I'm in the hood with niggas don't bother me. 3500 my cardigan. Shot it gon' fall.